I would say it. I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna restate it. I'm gonna say it in a different language. Guys, altcoin season is here. We just got a massive confirmation on previous resistance all the way back till since summer, August, where we had kind of the last altcoin cycle, and we broke through it. We broke through it. So in this video, I'm gonna be talking about extremely high risk, high reward altcoins that have the potential to, I don't know, 50, 100x. Nobody knows what it can multiply by, right? But I'm telling you right now, each of these altcoins are below $30 million worth of market cap. So we're talking about micro cap, high risk, high reward, moonshot altcoins. Keep watching. What's going on, everybody? Alex back with another cryptocurrency video, and we've said this 1,000 times. Altcoin season has just started. Now, I called altcoin season before it happened. Now we're at the beginning of it. I would say we're probably about 2 to 3 or maybe 4 days into the actual altcoin cycle. Now, if you were here for 2017, we went through massive gains. I'm talking about gains of 400, 500% in just a week. So it's important to look at altcoins right now. I've sold a lot of my Bitcoin into some top plays, medium-sized plays, and a certain percentage of it is going to be allocated to micro cap altcoins. Now, the reason I do this is similar to penny stocks, right? Now, most of them are going to lose, don't get me wrong, but the ones that do hit will make us, gains of ridiculous percentages. I'm talking about, 20, 30x in like less than a week or whatever the case is, right? Now, I'm not just talking either, like this has happened before, and I'm sure a lot of you have already experienced it. So if you appreciate this content, if you like making money on the internet, this is definitely the channel for you. Feel free to smash that like button and definitely subscribe if you want more money making tips. But obviously, this is not financial advice. I just talk about my research on the internet. People tend to follow. What do you want me to tell you? I think it's the mustache or something. Let's jump into the actual presentation. Now, I could just sit here and just like tell you altcoins and call it a day, right? I know that's what most of you want. I know that because they leave like the altcoins as a comment and everybody likes it, right? But hopefully you guys are not sheep. Hopefully the people that watch my channel over and over again, you're not sheep. Hopefully you do your own research and you actually have some type of system. If you're just buying altcoins from YouTubers on the internet, I'm sorry, but you're gonna lose money. You're gonna lose a lot of money, and you're gonna have a very hard time, and it's gonna ruin the experience for cryptocurrency forever. So I wanna make sure that you guys don't have this hard time. I wanna make sure that you actually learn how to invest. So before I even tell you my altcoins, which by the way, again, like I said, high risk, high reward, and I also, of course, left the best one for last, right? Before I even tell you that, I'm gonna show you how to invest in altcoins. I'm not gonna sit here and blame you, right? I'm gonna take responsibility for it, and I'm gonna educate you on how to accurately do it. So there's a couple of things you have to understand when it comes to low market cap altcoins. I'm talking about, when I say low market cap, I say things under 100 million in market cap, right? Security. The bigger the project is, the harder it is to economically attack. Back in the day, it was like security, actual vulnerabilities, right? But blockchain is proven to be resilient against that. Now what's happening is economic attacks. And for a person that wants to attack a blockchain or a DeFi application or a smart contract, it's much easier for them to throw $100 million at this project that's only worth 30 million and just take advantage of it completely. So the smaller market cap you are, the easier it is for hackers to take advantage of you. Now, I will say there was a kind of an offset to that. If there's not a lot in the market cap, if there's not a lot of money locked up into this platform, then it's less likely for hackers to try to attack it. But again, just understand it's easier. Also, high volatility. The smaller the market cap, the higher chance for massive price fluctuations. Obviously, high risk, high reward. It can go up a lot. It can go to zero, right? You're not going to have that risk with a lot of altcoins in the top 10 and the top 20, anything like above $1 billion. You're not going to have a risk of it going to zero. There is a high risk that most of these projects will go to zero. Now, with good risk management, we're going to be able to make money. I've been making money off of cycle trading into low market cap altcoins for a long time, but I just want to prepare you guys for it. Also, rug pulls, right? Remember, any developer can literally make 12 projects, right? They can literally just make 12 projects, send it to people like me, try to get it pumped. And then the one that pumps, right, they can rug pull it, right? Some of them have access to controlling the whole entire blockchain, and being that it's smaller, right, it's more normal for that. It's more normal for them to have the master key, right, and be able to rug pull, because you have to upgrade the protocol, and then eventually most projects will go like decentralized. They'll take the decentralized leap. But I will say that rug pulls are more common, a lot more common, low market cap altcoins. So high risk, high reward. The thing is, that's right now, at least, maybe in the past it was a little bit easier, but right now that's probably the only way you're gonna be able to 100x anything, right? So if your goal is to make money in this final kind of like altcoin season, the end of the bull run for the next year or so, if you want to make like a 10, 20, 30x, this will probably be your only way to do it, right? Because most of them are already big, right? And you might get like a 10x out of, like a chain link or something, but you're not going to get a 50x out of chain link anymore, right? If I would have said this, when I originally talked about altcoins, that's why I said chain link and 50x, because it's already done like a 20x, right? So now we're getting to the point where it's like, okay, how much of these medium to large size market caps going to make us? But the low market cap is probably your only chance, but don't get greedy. Don't get greedy, right? We'll talk about more. So risk management. We need to have some type of risk management system for you, because if you're just throwing money at these altcoins for YouTubers, which I know all of you do, I know it. I see it in the comment section. I see you guys literally just blindly. It's crazy. It's crazy. But remember, it's not about the altcoins. That's not like the proprietary information I have. Of course, I have fundamental analysis and I have my system of finding them, but most people can find these, right? Because there's people on Twitter that talk about it, whatever the case is. It's not about that. It's not about that. It's about risk management. That's how you make money with altcoins. With low market cap altcoins, risk management is pretty much the only way. So risk management refers to the practice of identifying potential risk in advance, analyzing them, and taking precautionary steps to reduce or curb the risk. The biggest risk management thing, if you guys don't watch any of this video and you leave right now, at least use the 1% rule, right? To keep your exposure low. Only put 1% of your whole portfolio into these types of coins that I'm going to be talking about in this video. And I promise you'll do really good. Economic risk, look at this. It's like a triple risk inception, which you guys don't even understand. People that don't even slightly comprehend this. Remember, we're probably in the riskiest time on, in human existence ever when it comes to economics. When it comes to macroeconomics, the pandemic hit, people are having a lot of issues. Some people haven't even paid rent for a year, right? But economic risk is extremely high. Not only that, cryptocurrency is considered a risk asset class. Super small, less than 1% of the total monetary value of the world. I'm talking about this market is so small. Like, it's extremely small and extremely risky. Investing in Bitcoin itself is extremely risky. Not only that, but you're going to the most risky part of a risk class, which is low market cap altcoins. So remember, the vast majority of the projects are going to do bad, but with good risk management and the system I'm going to show you guys here, you'll be able to make money. I just want to be very clear, because I'm going to get like a whole bunch of negative backlash if some of these projects don't do well. But if they do well, everybody praises me. It has nothing to do with me. It has to do with the risk management system we created. Okay, guys? I don't have proprietary information. My mustache doesn't have some wisdom or something like that. It's just simply a system that I've generated that's able to get me results. That's it. That's it. Just think of it as an investment thing, not as a game, and tell your friends about some altcoin that has no project and sucks. And, you guys are just throwing money in the air. I don't know. Maybe I'm ranting, but just pay attention, okay? So this is basically a small thing I put together. It's a lot deeper than this. It's a lot deeper than this, I will admit. But for the sake of this video, so I can get you guys, to the destination, you guys don't click off the video, whatever the case is. People hate long videos. I'm just going to get straight to it. This is the 3 things I would do to get it done. We're going to have portfolio structure. Use the 1% rule. We'll talk more about that. Dollar cost averaging, everybody pretty much knows. We'll explain it in more detail. And then emotional control. There's 5 different cognitive biases I picked. There's like 30. That's just the truth. I just picked 5 for the sake of this video, so it's not too long, and then we'll go into the altcoins, okay? Portfolio structure. Set yourself up for success. Stop setting yourself up for failure. This is how I typically do it. Now, if you watch any of my previous videos, we talked usually about like Ethereum and Bitcoin being my biggest holdings. That kind of shifted because now it's kind of altcoin season. So as you can see, the high market cap coins, I have about 50% of my portfolio, but primarily Bitcoin and Ethereum. But I do have like Polkadot, Cardano, Binance Chain that make up this 50%. So the vast majority of it is in high market cap coins. If you have $1,000, I don't care. You need to follow this rule. I promise you will make more money if you follow this rule. 30% is a medium market cap. So typically top 100 altcoins. But it's not in the top 20, probably a little bit more. It's like a medium cap. Medium cap qualifies anything over maybe 500 million to like 5 billion or something like that. After like 5 billion, you can consider a high market cap. And then only 20% to low market cap. Now this can change, and it just did change. This is how I typically will have it, right? Like when there's not an altcoin season, this is what I'm doing. But right here, as you can see, total market cap excluding BTC, this is the total too. This is basically all the money in altcoins. We recently broke an all-time high. So it's like saying that it's altcoin season. I've been screaming altcoin season in all my videos. I'm sure you guys understand by now the reasons why. Also, we just broke through this level of resistance back from September, back into the last altcoin cycle. August, DeFi, right? When DeFi first took off, that was kind of like the first little altcoin cycle. We broke through this resistance. So now it's to the point where like it's kind of a confirmed altcoin season. Like we're good. Like it's altcoin season. We're going to the moon. A lot of money is going to be made. So I rebalanced my portfolio to look something like this. There's about 30% in higher market cap, 40% in medium market cap, and 30% in low market cap. This is kind of like the official, I guess you can say, breakdown of my portfolio and how I rebalanced it. Now, the reason again I did this because you're putting yourself in a statistically likely situation. If there's an altcoin season, well, maybe you'll have a better chance at winning at altcoins, right? Maybe there's a better chance because there's more money flowing into mid to low cap. So I took some money from the high cap, dropped them in the mid to low cap, and you know, from there it will give us a better chance to make money with cryptocurrencies. Guys, pay attention. Just understand that there might be certain people that might just like be able to call a coin it's right, and you think that automatically this guy is like God or something, but it's about making 1,000 decisions and being right the majority of the time. If somebody can't do it 30 times, you know, if somebody like leverage trade something, you can't do it again. Like it's not a strategy. It's not a strategy. This is something I've been developing for years, for like 5-6 years. When I originally got into cryptocurrency, and I made this strategy just in crypto, like within crypto. Within crypto, this strategy was generated, so it's unbiased. We didn't bring anything from traditional finance. If you guys want more access to that, thefundamentalsecrets.com, just click the link in the description below. I'm not going to show my course. I'm trying to give you guys some education, but we have a full, you know, website that you can apply for with coaches, whatever, etc. All right, 1% rule. So this is the one thing. This can change. You can rebalance your portfolio. There's nothing wrong with that. You could buy some more low market caps, but this will never change. If you're buying a low market cap coin, never, ever put more than 1% of your total portfolio. So that means I don't even care if you have $100 in crypto, you need to put $1 into each. I mean, you can't do that in some cases because Uniswap fees, but I'm just being like, maybe if you have $100, you might want to get a little bit risky because who cares if you lose $100, but I'm just saying, especially if you have any more than like 5K, 10K, you want to put 1% into the lower market cap altcoins. Now, if there's like Ethereum gas fees or something, well, I have another video for that. If the gas fees are too high where your 1% gets eaten up immediately, then you can go to centralized exchanges. There's a lot of centralized exchanges that'll give you the cheap gas fees that you can buy these things, right? Maybe you have to miss out on some of them. Maybe you can't get all of them, right? There's certain benefits to having a larger portfolio in every situation. There's always benefits to having more money. When you have more money, you make more money, and you should know that. So maybe if you have a smaller portfolio, you know, develop cash flow strategies. We talk about cash flow strategies on this channel as well. So you can definitely go look at my older videos. Maybe leave a comment below if you guys want me to make like just specific cash flow strategy generating income system or something. And I can definitely do that. If I get a certain amount of comments, if I get a certain amount of likes, I'll make that video for you guys. But I don't care how much money you have. Like, you need to stick to the structure because it's going to put you in a bad situation when you lose all your money very quick. Okay. Now let's set it up for the second part of this risk management system, which is dollar cost averaging. We've talked about this a lot. If 4 coins lose, right, you're in an asymmetrical environment. It doesn't matter because the 2 coins that you hit will be like 100x. So you can only lose 100%. So let's say you put in $10, $10, $10, $10, and you put in $10 in each of these. You spend $60. You can only lose 40, but the multiples you get from these two can be, you know, you can 20x these 2 coins, which would be like $200 per. So it'd be like $400 for your $60, and you lost 40 of it. If that makes sense. So you can only lose 100%, but you can gain multiples of 20,000, 30,000%. That's the beauty of investing in high risk, high reward assets. But this is the only reason I keep telling you guys, you have to use risk management systems, right? So you invest small amounts into a whole bunch of different cryptocurrencies. And then when you invest this 1%, right, just understand that in some cases, you're probably going to have to dollar cost average, right? So as you can see here, this is a system of dollar cost averaging. So let's say hypothetically, you went to the casino and you put your odds on a red or black, right? A 50-50 chance. I know it's not 50-50 in a casino, but let's just say for numbers sake, for the simplicity sake of me explaining this, it's 50-50. So as you can see here, right, you go and you bet on red, you win, you +1. So you get $1 extra, right? Now let's say you bet again, you lost, right? If you double it and you bet again and you lose again, now you're down $3, right? If you double it again and you bet, now you're up 1, boom, +1. This system is risk management. So it doesn't matter. As long as you double every single time on the way down, when it does come back, you'll make a whole bunch of money on the ones that you bought at the bottom, and then you'll actually make money. But if you just wait for it to come back and you don't dollar cost average, then you'll break even at the point you bought it and not make any money. So let's go through a little bit more so you understand. So again, we bet lose $1. We bet lose $3. We bet lose $7. We double it again, and we made 8 because we doubled it. And at $8 minus 7, you get +1, right? And then every so often you'll win at the first shot, right? Et cetera, et cetera. You guys get the point. Dollar cost averaging. It's not the first time I explain this on the channel, but having a good dollar cost average strategy basically makes it so that volatility is, the whole point is to set yourself up for emotional success, right? You don't want to be all emotional when you put in money into, some like low market cap altcoin, because you're not gonna be able to sleep. You're gonna make more bad decisions. You're gonna get irrational. A lot of things happening. So this makes volatility a lot more simple because you just get a dollar cost average on the way down, if that makes sense. So last part, I picked 5 cognitive biases that I use most of the time. And it's emotional control. So if we go to the next one, the first one, we talked about this before on the channel, confirmation bias. Confirmation bias is a natural human tendency to seek or emphasize information that confirms an existing conclusion or hypothesis. Confirmation bias is a major reason for an investment mistake, as investors are often overconfident because they keep getting data that appears to confirm the decisions they have made. This overconfidence can result in a false sense that nothing is likely to go wrong, which increases the risk of being blindsided when something does go wrong. So the best way to mitigate this is just look for contrary, like when you're looking for the pros of a altcoin, you want to look for the negatives and the risks that can be involved. Like if they have like a CEO that maybe doesn't have too much background, whatever the case is, just understanding confirmation bias and mitigating it is always going to put you in a better position. So when you're researching your coins, just make sure you're finding conflicting evidence. Find things on pros and cons, not just pros, right? And that'll put you in a good mental state. Also, incentive cause bias. A lot of these places will give you incentives for buying their coins, like a staking or something like that. They'll give you 100% APY if you buy the coin, or they'll do an airdrop or something if you hold the coin, right? Incentive cause bias is the power that rewards and incentives can have on human behavior, often leading to bad decisions. So there's actually another story on this. I believe I got it from this book called Influence. It's called Influence. And basically there's this church and they're trying to get donations, right? And they increase their donations by like 60% by just doing this. What they'll do is they'll go and they'll give someone a flower. Even if they didn't want the flower, they're just going to give it to them, right? They just gave them the free gift, right? And what happened is there's some like weird, it's called reciprocal altruism humans have, to where if somebody gives you something for free, you feel more inclined to do something for them, right? So when they force this flower on you, then they would ask, hey, do you mind making a donation to the church? That increased their donations by 60%, and it got outlawed in a lot of different places for this reason. It's extremely effective. When these places give you something for free, it's extremely effective. It will take advantage of one of your biases. Just understand that they're doing it for a reason, and there's more inherent risk when they're giving away free stuff, right? Nothing's free in life. There's always a cost to everything, okay? Next one, oversimplification tendency. In seeking to understand complex matters, humans tend to want a clear and simple explanation. Unfortunately, some matters are inherently complex and uncertain and do not lend themselves to simple explanations. In fact, some matters are so uncertain that it's impossible to see the future with any clarity. In our view, many investment mistakes are made when people oversimplify certain uncertain or complex matters. And one of the biggest ones is just oversimplifying your investment strategy. Like people don't even have investment. They don't even know what they're doing. Right now, off the top of your head, do you know the altcoins you have? Right? Do you know the altcoins you're currently holding off the top of your head? Or do you have a place where you can click one time and actually pull up the list of altcoins at the exact price you bought it, right? How much money you're up, how much money you're down. Most of you, I would say 95% of you watching this video do not have that system in place because your oversimplified, strategy that you have nothing, like you want things to be easy. You want things to be easy. This is why I see like in the comment section where people would just name the coins I called in the video, and a whole bunch of people will like it because all they wanted to do is come to the video, oversimplify it, take the 3 coins, buy the 3 coins, and then blame me later when they lose money. Guys, there's a huge difference between playing games with your little money that you had and actually investing and making millions of dollars. If you want to play the little childish games, this is probably not the channel for you. I'm just going to be completely honest, open, and transparent to you guys. I am not going to sit here and tell you guys that you can make money and you could feel good about yourself and you don't have to work. I'm not going to tell you that. Maybe somebody else will tell you because they want the views, but I'm just going to be clear with you guys. You have to work hard to make money. There's no such thing as get rich quick scheme. My course is not a get rich quick scheme. It's essentially resources I've allocated to you to make your time easier. That's pretty much it. And I have coaching, where people can actually talk to you one-on-one. That's all it is. There is no such thing as get rich quick. Cryptocurrency is as hard as other industries to make money. And if you don't treat it as so, well, I'm ranting. Let's move on to the next part. So as you can see here, bandwagon effect or groupthink. we'll literally see someone, you know, with a huge subscriber base make a video. You see all the comments, I'm buying, and then people automatically think that you're going to make money if you buy this coin. That's the quickest way to lose your money. Stop thinking like the sheep and the herd and start thinking for yourself, and you'll make money. Next one, anchoring bias. Anchoring bias is a tendency to rely too heavily on or anchor to the past reference of one piece of information when making a decision. If you made money on some, you know, low market cap coin before, for whatever reason, that doesn't mean you're going to be able to do it again. Okay. Bringing it back to the same 1,000 decision rule. I keep telling you guys, you need to find a system that actually works and use it, not something that you just made one time and you just been, you know, using that same system and sometimes you win or sometimes you lose, right? You just want to look at everything from a clean slate. Don't bring any baggage with you when you're making investments, and you'll typically do well. Now, how do I find low market cap gems? We've talked about this a couple of times. I use fundamental analysis. We strategically get in with technical analysis. Now, when it comes to low market cap trades, this is better for medium and large. Low market cap, I typically don't use technical analysis too much. And then we use our cycle trading strategy. We talk about it in this channel all the time. But remember, just take profit. And the way I take profit is I'm looking at the broader cycle. I'm not looking at the individual product, especially if it's less than $1 million in market cap. I'm taking profit off the broader cycle. And we talk about those charts all the time. Just feel free to watch other videos or go to the fundamental secrets or whatever the case is. Yeah, I prepped you guys. I know it was long, but it was necessary. So let's look at the market conditions. As you can see here, we're kind of rejecting the total market capitalization. So it's not a good day when it comes to making money. But if we break through, it'll be very positive. This is the total market cap. But if you look at the total too, excluding BTC, you can see we broke through this point of resistance that we had back in August. So yeah, again, like I said, we broke through. If we put on the 1 hour, it looks like it's going to continue. We have a lot of upwards momentum. So altcoins are getting a lot of dominance, guys, against Bitcoin. That's a good thing. Top 100 altcoins versus BTC on the 1 hour. That's what we're looking at here. So if we look at Ethereum as well, we broke through this asymmetrical triangle that we were creating on the 4 hour, right? As you can see here, that's a positive thing for Ethereum. And Ethereum is definitely one of those benchmark things. It's like kind of shows, it's like a confirmation for me on the altcoin season. So if Ethereum is making new all-time highs and consistently going up, right? That's a very good thing for me. Now I could easily draw this out a little bit longer, right? I could draw this out a little bit longer. So maybe we'll break through that. Maybe we won't. All I know is in general, the market conditions are pretty good, at least on the weekly, right? So if you're looking at a daily, I can't help you, but if you're looking on the weekly and monthly, you know, we're in altcoin season and we're going to continue to charge up. And maybe your altcoins lose 20% tomorrow, but if you hold it for a longer period of time and use the dollar cost averaging and the risk management, you're going to make money. So for the moment we've been waiting for, but really quickly, I just want to show you this. This kind of shows you a better perspective, a more clear perspective of what I just showed you. Look, total market cap excluding BTC. We broke out. We're kind of at this stage here. We have a large leap to the top, a massive leap to the top. For the moment you guys are waiting for, my first altcoin is going to be a layer 2 scaling solution called Hermes Network, or HEZ. So the market cap is literally 45 million. Excuse me, in the beginning of the video, I said under 30 million. Excuse me. The next two, I believe, are under 30 million. This is still considered low market cap in my personal opinion, but it's a safer play considering they're doing something called ZK rollups. And we know ZK rollups is something that we need in cryptocurrency. Essentially, it's a layer 2 scaling solution. If you've been watching my channel for a while, we called a couple of them. We called Loopring. I called Mactic. I've made probably more money off Mactic than I did Chainlink. We called these a long time ago. Layer 2 scaling solutions are going to become relevant because Ethereum 2.0 is going to take a little bit long to roll out, if that makes sense. So moving forward, you know, ZK rollups are going to be very important. Now, there's two. This is basically a layer 2 on-chain. So there's an on-chain, off-chain scaling solutions, and it looks like on-chain is the way to go. And the reason I say that is because Uniswap version 3, Uniswap, the biggest decentralized exchange that's coming out, they have a version 3 that's using something called optimistic rollups. So optimistic rollups, essentially, they're not complete, right? There's two different ways. It's hard to explain, but here, I'll explain it by this right here. As you can see here, data is on-chain, and ZK rollups are on-chain, optimistic rollups on-chain, and then we have off-chain, you know, ways of verifying, and we need both of them. So ZK rollups and optimistic rollups we need kind of both of them if you're going to use them in conjunction for different features. So the fact that Uniswap has accepted optimistic rollups, verifies that the on-chain is the way to go, meaning that, look at this, Loopring's already 741 million in market cap. They might be the winner, but if these guys, you know, make any type of headway, right? If they start eating up some of the market cap of Loopring, this is an easy 10x. Look, 44. This can get to 400 million. I don't see why not, especially at altcoin season, as long as they continue. Now, the team's not that bad. The marketing's okay. This is actually the team right here. As you can see, the main lead, they have a good team that is actually working, and they're actually like not anonymous, and they're actually doing stuff. This guy has a little bit of experience. He worked as a founder with GiveETH.io, so he's been a part of Ethereum for a while. Definitely Solidity smart contract auditor and developer, has a lot of experience. This guy's been around the block. So personally, in my opinion, I think it's a little bit undervalued considering their leadership and considering the product that they're creating and considering the specific unique problem that they're solving. With 40 million, that's really undervalued in my personal opinion. Their website, it's clean. They have a working product that you can kind of use right now with ZK rollups for faster transaction speeds. Yeah, like I said, long story short, they have a working product. Loopring is the only other competitor with a coin. Loopring skyrocketed large percentages. I mean, we're talking about crazy percentages. If we look at the chart here, I've made a lot of money off of Loopring. But so this is a competitor. You don't want to find things that have already, like, this is a, Loopring's probably still a good buy. Don't get me wrong, but we're talking about low market cap gens here. We're trying to make large percentages. We're trying to make like 4 or 5x in a quick period of time, if that makes sense. Which you can see here definitely happened, right? Boom, look at that. 14 days, 365% gain. That's what we're looking for. So this is the only other competitor to ZK rollups. Now, again, they are going to do numbers. Layer 2s are still doing numbers all the way up until Ethereum 2.0, and then Ethereum 2.0 is going to come and steal the show. This is a quick in and out, make your money, move on. All right, for number 2, decentralized Oracle service, or Dior. This is interesting as well. This actually came from one of my VIP members. They're definitely researching as heavy as I am, and they give me gems all the time. Now, it doesn't show the market cap, as you can see here. Oh, it doesn't even show it anymore, but it showed it before. Oh yeah, fully diluted market cap's 26 million. Again, this is lower market cap, high risk, high reward. The team looks like they're a whole bunch. I couldn't find it on the website. For some reason, the actual like links are not working, but I went into the Telegram. We'll talk about the team a little bit. I don't like the marketing. I don't like, you know, how it looks, but that's not always a bad thing, right? As long as their product works, as long as they have something that's working, you know, they could always fix the marketing later. They can get somebody to help them with marketing, whatever the case is, but I don't like the colors they're using. And that's definitely something that's going to turn a lot of people off. So that's one of the negatives for sure. But as you can see, you know, lower market cap, we have some okay volume, not the best volume, but essentially what they're doing is they're aggregating Oracle services. So the use case sounds legit. Like, it sounds really legit. Oracle services, if you actually are following the market and understand what's going on, basically we have Chainlink and a whole bunch of different products, and they're not actually decentralized. The Oracle problem has not been solved. So they claim to solve the problem by essentially just making an aggregator on top of the Oracle services. Now, we've seen aggregators before. Yearn Finance was the first one. So if you look at Yearn Finance, what happened was we had a whole bunch of projects like Aave, Compound that came out with yield, right? You can loan and make money and generate yield, or you can farm on different projects. What happened was Wi-Fi came out and it attached on top of all of these DeFi projects, and it aggregated and gave you the best results for any project, and it would move your money and make it really cheap because you can move your money with a whole bunch of, like, a pool of money, right? And it aggregated. So aggregators are definitely going to be, in my personal opinion, something that leads the show. Now, they're aggregating right now on Oracle services and claiming to solve the decentralized Oracle problem with this aggregation technique, which is very interesting. Again, high risk, high reward, extremely high risk, high reward. They might not be, you know, the problem solver. It might be just complete BS. I mean, not BS, but they might not understand. There might be, you know, issues that arise from this. But if it happens, we all know Oracle services do numbers. They all increase in value by large percentages because we need Oracle services in cryptocurrency. So again, you know, high risk, high reward. Look into it for yourself. Let's look a little bit more into it. So smart contracts provide infrastructure for creating decentralized applications, decentralized autonomous organizations. Basically, we need accurate updating of information and numbers like prices. People, if someone manipulates the price, they can basically short or long the market at an advantage and take a lot of people's money. So they made the aggregation of all of them so they can look at multiple Oracle services. They also have an audit. You can look into the audit for yourself, so they're not going to scam you. I looked into the actual Telegram. As you can see, 3,212 members. And then I looked because their links weren't working, and I found the team. So this is the owner. His name is Alex. What's up, Alex? My name is Alex as well. This guy created ICOcountdown.com, so he has some experience there. For sure. He's saying that he's working full time. I was also looking into the Telegram group. They're saying they're going to be, you know, put on some exchanges that are coming up relatively soon. I could definitely see that, considering He has some, you know, you can see it right there. He's made a blockchain project before, so I'm sure he knows how to navigate this space. We have a developer here. I can't draw too much information. I don't even know who this guy is, so I'm not going to give credibility to him, not knowing exactly what's going on with this guy. Don't get me wrong, like I can't read this. Maybe we have some people that can. Maybe I'll bring it to my developer, but he's busy right now, working on something big. I'm not going to tell you. But as you can see here, we have an auditor too that helped him out. It's probably like a 2 or 3 man team. Again, I like the use case of the product. If the product actually works, that'll be big. You know, if it pans out the way it's supposed to, we might do good. But like, remember, high risk, high reward. There's a lot of unknowns here. Like, there's so many unknowns. There's more unknowns than knowns, right? So just understand that a lot of this is going to be limited research because of how small the market cap is. There's more inherent risk. When there's less market cap, there's more inherent risk. And that's what everything, you know, whatever's too good to be true, never trust it. So this is one you can allocate 1%, follow the 1% rule, right? Now for the last one and the most juicy one with the most, I think the best high risk to high reward, as you can see here, is Jupiter, JUP, with a market cap of 26 million. It's increasing in value. As you can see in the last 7 days, doing pretty well. I believe the reason they're doing that is because they got connected to the Binance Smart Chain. Now the team is pretty phenomenal, I will say that, but let me just look really quickly at this tweet right here. So they basically launched their actual product. This is their competition. So they have some room to grow. They have a smaller market cap. They look like they're passing Factum, right? They have room to grow. It's definitely asymmetrical bet. And they just created an NFT marketplace as well. What is their functionality? This is their, you know, group Telegram here, 3,396 members. I didn't really jump into it, but their functionality, their main feature is that they have basically a fully encrypted decentralized chatting service. And it's actually a working product that you can use today that I can log into. Here, let me just see if I can log in really quickly. Continue. I think I had to be verified on the blockchain. To get started, your first chat, you provide account ID to a friend. Okay, so basically you could chat with somebody fully private, fully encrypted on the blockchain. Nobody will ever get your information. Take control of your data, fully anonymous, private, secured network, no advertisements. It's really interesting. But remember, the one thing that really blows my mind is that they're only 27 million market cap and they have a fully working product with an NFT marketplace. They've also created a couple of products, not just the messenger. As you can see here, they have a whole marketplace, guys. So you can create NFTs on them. That's going to bring more volume. Maybe they're trying to, you know, move to the hype. They're clearly trying to move to the hype and gain some more market cap because they connected to the Binance Smart Chain. So that's like an obvious move to trying to get some pump, you know. So just be careful. There might be a little dip. But they have Gravity. Through Jupiter, we strive to make a blockchain easy and accessible for all, which led us to the creation of Gravity, a versatile framework for dApp creation. Basically, you can create dApps through their system and they make it easier for you. Again, like I said, they have multiple products. So you can see where this document educate developers on the use of Gravity framework, developing framework, providing guidelines to how to use, customize, and further develop it. They give you a blockchain-powered full-stack web development framework. They give you a lot, but I think, just to give you a heads up, I think they're just repurposing what they already did. So they're repurposing what they already did, and they're kind of trying to pass it off as a project. So it wasn't like a dedicated project, in my personal opinion. It was just something they just threw together so they can add it to their website. So just be very careful. It's not always perfect. It's, you know, there's going to be, you have to work around the marketing, right? Like you have to get to the fundamental variables. This is interesting too. They also have a decentralized password manager that stores your account information. So you could actually, you know, use a decentralized password manager, which I use Keeper, as you can see here. And it's interesting. You can get a decentralized version as well. Also, they created a decentralized account authentication utility, kind of like a Google Authenticator, that you can use here. Obviously, there's no interface, like there's no GUI interface, but if you're a developer, you could pop in there and get these features and maybe create something out of it. So that's interesting. Maybe they'll get some demand from developers, maybe some people, but it's great what they're doing though, security wise, because they have the credibility to back it, because they're pretty much here. Let me just, let's see, returning user. What is this? Okay, so I guess this is like this is a node operation. We're not going to look into that. But yeah, like I said, they're trying to pump it. Jupiter mainnet to launch on Jupiter BEP20 just to get that. They're getting the liquidity from the Binance Smart Chain. But like I said before, these guys that created this project have a lot of background. And, you know, as you can see here, software startups, Army National Guard, 7 years, systems administrator for the U.S. Army. These guys have high-level security experience. System administrator, Walmart DC, like Cisco networking. Come on, like these guys, they definitely have ridiculous background. Pretty much, I think all of them are in military, if I'm not if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I don't think he's in military. It doesn't look like that. But yeah, definitely look right here. Decentralized on the blockchain. So they have some blockchain, experience, right? Developed dApps for the government, corporate. Definitely a lot of experience. Their team is solid. They have projects that are actually working. They have like a proven product. Their market cap's only 27 million. This is definitely the juiciest coin out of this list. U.S. Army, National Guard. They have security in mind. I think this is the juiciest project out of this list. But keep in mind, watch the beginning of the video if you haven't. High risk, high reward. Some of these coins might jump, 100%, might dump 40%. Who knows? Only time will tell. But with good risk management, you'll be able to pull off any strategy. But that's it for this video, guys. If you like the quality of this content, hit like. If you don't, leave some constructive criticism. Subscribe for more video updates. And like I always say, if you don't get with it, you will get left behind. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Catch you in the next one. Alex here. Quick update, quick announcement, guys. I have a new community number. So I got a second phone. You could directly text me. I'm answering all questions. My new phone number is 954-758-5473. Again, that's 954-758-5473. I'm answering all comments. Go ahead and text me now. Let's have a conversation.